Welcome to your 25-minute power flow. If you want to add a strength workout onto this one, you can just hit play on my next video, which will take you into my 20-minute full body workout with weights. The two kind of tie together nicely to give you a full 45-minute workout. So for this 25-minute power flow, we're going to start in a child's pose. So just come to all fours, draw your big toes together, press your hips back towards your heels, and we're just going to take a moment here to come into our breath. Really starting to notice your inhales and your exhales. And shifting your breath so that you're taking both of them through your nose. And just let each cycle of breath start to grow a little bit deeper and a little bit longer until eventually you start to create this rhythm, this pattern as you begin to match the length of your inhales to the length of your exhales. And then start to inch your fingers forward here, straightening your arms, your elbows completely. Press down through the entire hand, hug your upper arms in towards your ears, and on your next inhale, pull yourself right up to a tabletop, all fours, adjusting yourself so that your shoulders are over your wrists and your hips are over your knees. And then from here, just take a few rounds of cat-cow, drop your belly down, pull your heart forward as you inhale. Kind of squeeze your shoulder blades together, tilt your chin up. And then as you exhale, push the floor away with the hands, the tops of your feet, round into your back, drop your head down, shake it out a little bit, and then do that a couple more times. Inhaling, drop your belly down, pull your heart forward. And as you move through these cat-cows, get used to this idea of linking breath with movement as you exhale, round into the back. And then one more inhale, belly drop, heart forward, really opening up, lengthening your front body. And then exhale, round, opening up and lengthening your back body. And then on your next breath in, just come right back to that tabletop with the neutral spine. From here, finding a hovering tabletop, you'll tuck your toes under and then lift your knees up just a couple inches above the mat. And then think about firming everything in towards the center. Start with the thumbs, pull your thumbs in towards each other. And then press down through the balls of your feet. Think about squeezing your knees and your inner thighs in towards each other. And then press down through the heels of the hands. Think about drawing them back towards your knees and your knees pulling forward towards your hands, and feel how your core engages a lot more as you do that. We're going to move through some hovering table push-ups here. On your next exhale, you're going to start to bend your elbows, lowering your forearms to hover above the mat as you shift your hips back towards your heels. And then breathe in, press into the hands, shift back forward, bring your shoulders back over your wrists, and then exhale, bend the elbows, shift the hips back. Let the forearms hover, and then inhale, come back forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, shift back. Inhale, come forward. Give me two more. Exhale. Inhale, come forward. Last one. Exhale. Inhale, come forward. Hold it in that hovering tabletop. You're just going to shimmy your feet back several inches, and from here, find a downward facing dog. And then from your downward facing dog, you're going to lower your right forearm down onto the ground. And then lower your left forearm down, finding a dolphin pose. Maybe walk your feet in a little bit closer towards your elbows by an inch to get a little bit more pike in your hips, a little bit more work in the abs. Interlace your fingers, tuck that bottom pinky under. And then on your next breath in, you're going to shift forward, bring your chin to your knuckles. And then as you exhale, shift back. And then do that again. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. Some dolphin push-ups here. Inhale, coming forward, chin to knuckles. Exhale back. Give me two more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, shift back. This time as you inhale and shift forward, shimmy your feet back to a forearm plank so that your shoulders are over your elbows. Press down into the balls of your feet. Find a slight lift in your hips. Really make your tailbone heavy so there's a lot of length in your low back. And then inhale again, shift forward, chin to knuckles. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, come forward. So you're kind of doing the motion of like a saw. As you exhale, shift back. Working the core, working the arms, working the shoulders. Keep breathing. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, back. 3, 2. Last one. Inhale, come forward. Try to hold it there. Press down into your forearms. Really puff up that space between your shoulder blades. Lift that navel up in towards your spine. And then as you exhale, lower your belly, your legs all the way to the floor. Untuck your toes. Bring your arms down along by your sides. Roll the palms down towards the floor. Press into your fingertips as you inhale. Lift your head, lift your chest. And then as you exhale, release. Bring your hands next to your low ribs. Push up through a tabletop here. Take one round of cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, pull your heart forward. And exhale, round. And then inhale back to that tabletop with a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under. Find that hovering tabletop again. Thumbs in, squeeze the knees together as you exhale. Shift the hips back, lower the forearms to hover, and then inhale, shift forward, finding those hovering tabletop push-ups again. And exhale, shift back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, shift back. Hold it here. Let the forearms just hover. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. As you exhale, take a breath here or 2. Pedal the feet out. Settling in. Here, shift your hips side to side a little bit. Shake your head out. Let your head really just hang heavy. And then on your next breath in, float your right leg up. As you exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, circle out the ankle. Maybe circle out that knee, hip. And then inhale, square your hip off, straighten your leg. As you exhale, set the right foot down, back next to the left. And then breathe in, lift that left leg up. Breathe out, bend the knee, open the hip. Again, circle some things out, just loosening up the joints. And then inhale, square your hip off, straighten your leg. Exhale, set that left foot down to meet the right. From here, breathe in, lift high onto your toes. As you exhale, find the top of your mat, however you want to get there. Maybe it's baby steps, 2 big steps, or a light hop. And then breathe into a flat back. As you exhale, fold forward. And then press down into your feet on your inhale. Rise all the way up to stand, setting up for Sun A, Surya Namaskar A. A few rounds, palms pressed together at the top, gaze up towards your fingertips. As you exhale, fold forward. And then breathe into your flat back here. As you exhale, step back to a high plank. Take an extra breath in this first one. So pressing down into the balls of your feet. As you inhale, reach your heels back and your heart forward. And then as you exhale, bend your elbows lower, either halfway chaturanga or take it all the way to the floor. Inhale to your back bend, baby cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale, let that go. And then inhale, lift high onto your toes. Exhale, step or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Press down into your feet. Inhale, rise up. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, heart lifts, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Step or float it back. Come through your chaturanga. Breathe into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog right away. Inhale, lift high onto your toes. And then exhale, step or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Take one more round just like that. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Step or float back. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift high onto your toes. Exhale, step or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. This time as you inhale, come through a chair pose. Bend your knees, drop your hips, sink the weight back into the heels. Draw the arms up towards the ears, spin your pinkies in, breathe in. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float back. Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, float that right leg up. As you exhale, step your right foot forward. Keep that left heel lifted, hug the feet together, just rise up into a crescent lunge. Breathe in. And then exhale, release that down, step the right foot back, plank here. Maybe move from high to low, or just go right into a downward facing dog. Preparing for the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, glide it forward. Hug the feet together, rise up. Crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, release that back down. Step back, your flow. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift high onto your toes. Exhale, step or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, drop your hips. Chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, plant your hands. Step or float it back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, as you inhale, slight change, we're going to shift forward to a high plank. In that high plank on your exhale, you're going to float that right foot to hover above the mat just a couple inches, and then kind of roll that right big toe in towards the left ankle. Press into your hands as you inhale, puff up that space between your shoulder blades, and then as you exhale, pull the right knee to the chest. Hold that plank shape. Inhale, press that right leg straight. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Try to lift it up a little bit higher, and then inhale, straighten it. One more round. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, send it back. Three-legged dog, bend the knee. Open the hip as you exhale, and then inhale, square your hip off, straighten your leg. Exhale, glide that right foot forward, stepping in between your hands. Really hug your feet together here, and then inhale, rise up to a crescent lunge. In that crescent lunge, drop into your back knee a little bit so that you can really make your tailbone heavy, finding length in your lower back. And then bend a little bit deeper into your right knee. Think about pulling the 2 feet together as if they had magnets on them. And then inhale, reach the fingertips up. Maybe draw the arms back towards your ears a little bit more. And then a diagonal lunge on the exhale, shift forward. Push that left heel back now. Straightening that left leg. Try to lift your arms up just a little bit higher. And then you're going to sweep your arms back behind you, rolling the palms down towards the mat, finding the arms of airplane. And then imagine there's a table right underneath you, and you're pressing your hands into that table, engaging your arms a little bit more, lift the heads of your shoulders up, and then shift forward until that left leg lifts up, finding a full version of airplane pose here. Hinge your torso forward, create like the letter T with your body. Keep pressing your hands into that table. Find your breath here. We're going to start to move with it. On your next inhale, find the one-legged mountain. Lift the torso up. Hug that left knee into your chest. And then as you exhale, take it right back to that airplane. And then inhale, one-legged mountain, one-legged tadasana. Lift up. Exhale, airplane. Maybe there's a slight bend in your right knee. And then inhale, lift back up. Exhale, take it back to that airplane pose. Press your hands into that table. One more inhale. Lift up to your one-legged tadasana, one-legged mountain. This time, wrap that left leg over the right, finding the legs of eagle pose. And then take your arms out to the side. It's that right arm that's going to wrap over the left. Maybe you can press your palms together. Otherwise, you just clasp opposite shoulder. And then as you exhale, squeeze your thighs together. Try to sink your hips down just a little bit lower. And then as you inhale, lift your elbows up. Kind of tilt your hands forward and then pull your heart forward. Take one more full cycle of breath here. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift the elbows. Stay to exhale. Your arms are going to stay just as they are. You're just going to release that left leg. Step it all the way out wide to the left. Finding the legs of a goddess squat. Turn your toes out, your heels in. You can widen your stance a little bit more. And as you bend your knees, maybe shift your hips side to side. Really settling in here. Bend into your knees. Press into your heels. Lift your elbows up a little bit higher. Breathe in. As you exhale, you're going to fold your torso forward. As you fold your torso forward, bring your attention to your knees. Try to pull them back a little bit so they're not collapsing inward. And then press down into your feet. Keep the legs just as they are. Inhale, lift the torso back up. Release your arms, stretch them up. On your exhale, interlace your fingers behind your head. Press the head and the hand together as you breathe in. Lift the heart up a little bit more. And then as you breathe out, you're going to tilt to the right. Bring that right elbow to your right knee as you straighten your left leg. So you're kind of in a side lunge here. And then inhale, bring it back to center. Lift the torso up, bend back into that left knee. And then exhale, right elbow, right knee, straighten the left leg. Inhale, lift back up. Couple more times. Exhale. And inhale. Last one. Exhale. We hold it tilting to the right. This time with that left leg straight, dial the left toes forward and the left heel back, so you're setting up the legs for warrior two, and then use your core strength to lift your torso up and find warrior two. Stretch the arms out to the sides. Really hug the muscles to the bones in your arms, engaging them, and then flip that right palm as you inhale, reverse your warrior. Stay to exhale, maybe bend a little bit more into your right knee. Really stretch the right fingers back. And then inhale, straighten your right leg, maybe shorten your stance a tiny bit. Find triangle pose, Trikonasana. As you exhale, shift forward, reach forward, right hand down, left hand up. Press down into your feet. Kind of lean back into that pose. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, it's a side angle bend into your right knee. Maybe reach that left arm over the ear. Press into your feet, kind of hug the feet together. Maybe float that right arm up by the ear, stretching all 10 fingertips toward the front of the mat. Roll the chest open, getting a little bit more core work here. Breathe in. As you exhale, find a half moon pose. Right hand comes back down. Float that left leg up. As you're ready, reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. Push down firmly through that right foot, and then engage that right quad by lifting the kneecap. Take a deep breath in here. And then find a standing split. As you exhale, release the left hand down, roll the left hip down. On your inhale, press into your fingertips, come to a flat back. As you exhale, bend your right knee, pull that left knee into your chest, shoot the squat. And then inhale, straighten it all out. And then exhale, bend, pull it in. Inhale, straighten it out. Exhale, bend, pull it in. We hold it here. Keep that left hand planted. On your breath in, find a revolved half moon. Straighten your right leg, kick that left leg back, reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. And then take a deep breath in here. Try to lengthen out a little bit more from the left heel to the crown of the head. Stay to exhale. Try to twist a little bit deeper. On your next breath in, start to bend your right knee. Step that left foot all the way back. Slide your left hand back to the inside of the right foot. And then as you exhale, twist, open a little bit more in that easy, gentle twist. Inhale here. And then exhale, release the right hand down. Step the right foot back. Find your plank pose. Take your flow, move high to low, or just go right into a downward facing dog. And then from your downward facing dog, take a deep breath in. Exhale, let the whole breath out. On your next inhale, we find that plank, shift forward. Exhale, float that left foot up just an inch or two above the mat. Roll the left big toe in towards the right ankle. Press into your hands, breathe in, puff up that space between your shoulder blades, and then breathe out to cheetah. Pull that left knee in towards the chest. And then inhale, keep that plank straight, straighten the leg. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, straight. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, straight. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, send it back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip as you breathe out. Inhale, square the hip off, straighten the leg as you exhale. Shoot that foot forward, step it in between the hands. Hug the feet together, breathe in, rise up, crescent lunge. Couple breaths here, softening into that right knee. Drop it down towards the mat. Make the tailbone heavy. On an inhale, draw the arms back towards the ears just a little bit more. And then as you exhale, find that diagonal lunge, shift forward. Keep the arms lifting by the ears as you push that right heel back. Breathe in. And then exhale, sweep the arms back. Find the arms of airplane. Roll the palms down. Press into that table. Inhale, lift the heads of the shoulders up. And then as you exhale, it's full airplane. Shift forward, float that right leg up. Try to get it up to the height of the hip. Roll the right hip, the right toes down. Find your breath. Find that pattern. We move with it. As you inhale, one-legged mountain, one-legged Tadasana, lift the chest, right knee pulls up, and then exhale, take it right back, airplane. And then inhale, lift up, and exhale. Couple more times, inhale, exhale, take it back, inhale, lift up. Last one, exhale, go back. Inhale, lift up, hold it here. Find the legs of eagle. Wrap that right leg over the left. Arms out to the side. Left arm wraps over the right. Press your palms together or clasp opposite shoulder. Breathe in. Lift the elbows up a little bit higher. Breathe out. Sink the hips down a little bit lower. One more full cycle of breath here. Take one more inhale. Keep the arms just as they are. As you exhale, you unravel that right leg. Step it all the way out wide. Turn the toes out, the heels in. As you bend into your knees, shift your hips side to side. Pull the knees back just a little bit more. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, fold the torso forward. Let the head hang heavy for a beat. And then press into your feet. Inhale, keep the knees bent. Just lift the torso back up. Release the hands. As you exhale, interlace your fingers around the back of your head. Take a breath in, lift the heart. Press the head and the hand together. As you exhale, tilt to the left. Straighten that right leg. Left elbow to left knee. And then inhale, bring it all back center. Rebend into that right knee. And then exhale. Inhale, come back center. Exhale. Inhale, back center. Exhale, tilt to the left. This time we hold it. Drop that right heel back towards the back of your mat. Roll the chest open a little bit more. Legs a warrior two. Then find that full warrior two. Release the hands from the back of the head. Lift the torso up. Stretch the arms out. Stay to exhale. Maybe drop the hips down a little bit lower. Flip that left palm as you inhale. Reverse your warrior. Stretch it back. Same thing. Stay to exhale here. Maybe bend a little bit more into that left knee. And then inhale. Straighten that left leg. Exhale to your Trikonasana triangle pose. Shift forward. Reach forward. Reach your right hand up. Press into your feet. Kind of lean back into the pose as you inhale. And then exhale to your side angle. Bend into your left knee. Sweep that right arm up and over the ear. Maybe float the left hand by the left, or the left arm by the left ear, finding that extra bit of core work here. If you're doing that, try not to roll the chest down towards the mat. Keep rolling it open. Inhale here, and then exhale to your half moon. Left hand comes down. Float that right leg up. As you're ready, reach the right hand up. Push through your right heel, flex that foot. Make that leg straight and strong. One more deep breath in. And then exhale to a standing split. Release your right hand down, roll the right hip, the right toes down towards the mat. Right away in that standing split, breathe into a flat back. And then exhale to your Shiva squat. Bend the left knee, pull the right knee into the chest. And then inhale, straighten it all out. And then exhale, bend, pull it in. Inhale, straighten it all out. Exhale, bend, pull it in, hold it here. Keep the right hand where it is. Start to twist open to the left. This time, reach that left hand up as you straighten your left leg. Straighten the right leg. Find that revolved half moon. Try to get that right leg up to the height of the hip. As you inhale, start to bend into your left knee. Step that right foot all the way back. Slide the right hand back till it's to the inside of the left foot. And then exhale, twist open a little bit more. And then release, left hand down, framing the left foot. Step it back for your final chaturanga. Lower halfway or all the way to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. In that downward facing dog, exhale, drop down to your knees. Finding a tabletop. From your tabletop, cross your ankles, sit your hips back behind your heels. You might want to scoot forward a little bit, rock back onto the tip of your tailbone. Lift your feet up, uncross your ankles. Your shins are parallel to the ceiling. Bring your hands to the backs of your knees. Lift your heart up, roll the shoulders back and down, finding a boat pose. If you can keep the chest lifted and the shoulders rolling back and reach your hands forward, then reach your hands forward. Maybe straighten your legs. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2. Release your feet back down to the floor. Maybe scoot forward even a little bit more. Gather your knees into your chest. Take a little rock side to side here. And then release your left leg forward. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. Breathe in. Pull that right knee towards your right shoulder a little bit more. And then breathe out. Find that spinal twist. Take that right knee all the way across your body. Take a full cycle of breath here. Inhale. Fill up. As you exhale, try to drop that right knee down just a little bit more. And then inhale, come up through center. Extend your right leg forward. Hug your left knee in towards your chest. Breathe in. Pull that left knee towards the left shoulder a little bit more. As you breathe out, take that spinal twist. Pull that Left knee over, across the body, drop it down to the right, full cycle of breath here. Inhale, fill up. Exhale as you empty out, drop that left knee towards the floor a little bit more. And then inhale, come back up through center. And this is where you can start to find your Shavasana, your final resting pose, or where you can pause this video and hit play on the next one and take this right into your strength workout. I thank you all so much for joining me from the light within me to the light within you. Namaste.